Good afternoon, students. Welcome in next lecture of or tutorial lecture of Math F113 Probability and Statistics for tutorial section 18. So hopefully you have already covered the first two tutorial sheet. Last time we were doing the tutorial sheet 3. Tutorial sheet 3 is dedicated for the discrete random variable. So I think all of you have covered the discrete random variable in lecture. So let us do the tutorial sheet 3. Audio video is okay.
Yes, sir.
So last time, I think I have done this question number 1. Now, question number 2, consider random variable x consider x is a random variable and CMF. CMF is no term, it is misprint. CMF is not term. It should be the CDF, cumulative distribution function of x. We denote by the capital F. So capital F of x is equal to 0, 1 by 4, 3 by 4, 1. For x less than 0, x lie between 0 and 1, x lie between 1 to 2, and x greater than 2. So you have to determine the find its PMF, probability mass function. So it is given to you, let this is your x, here we have the 0, here we have 1, 2, 3. It is given to you before 0, the CDF is 0, right? CDF is 0. Before 0, CDF is 0, and afterward it is the 1 by 4. Afterward it is the half, and afterward it is the, just let me check what the values. It is 1 by 4, 3 by 4. 1 to 2 it is the 3 by 4. So let it is the 1 by 4, it is 3 by 4, 1 to 2. 1 to 2. So let it is the 3 by 4 for 1 to 2, and let it is 1 for greater than 2. Right. So in this case, you can see CDF is non-decreasing function, non-decreasing step function. And here we have the jump discontinuity because at this point we have the positive, at this point we have the positive, right, PMF. So to compute the PMF, if you have to compute the P for x is equal to 0, it means it is what? It is the F, F at the 0, right? F at the 0, and F at the 0, it is given to you. It is given to you here, F at the 0. It is given to you as a 1 by 4. So it will become 1 by 4. It will become the 1 by 4. If you have to compute the PMF for x is equal to 1, so from the CDF, if you have to compute, it is the f of 1 minus f of 0. F of 1 minus f of 0. So f of 1 is given to you as a 3 by 4 minus 1 by 4, that is the 2 by 4, or say 1 by 2. If the probability x is equal to 2, you have to determine. So it is the f of 2 minus f of 1. So it is the 1 minus 3 by 4, that is the 1 by 4. So you can see the total probability is equal to 1. Clear? Now let x be random variable that takes the value from 0 to 9 with equal probability 1 by 10. You have to choose the digits between 0 to 9, and all are equally likely. All are equally likely means all have the same probability 1 by 10. Find the PMF of the random variable x y is equal to x mod 3. So actually what in question number 3, what is given to you, uh, let's say here we have the 0 1 2 8 and 9, and all have the equal probability 1 by 10, right? All have the equal PDF 1 by 10. All are equally likely to be selected. Now you have defined the new random variable y is equal to x mod of 3. So here the x is what? Discrete random variable, and it is what? Function of the random variable. Function of random variable. So this is also a random variable. This is also the random variable. So now you have to determine the PMF of the y. PMF of y. So probability mass function of the y, because it is also the discrete random variable. Function of the discrete random variable is also here the discrete random variable. So if you see what is the fx, fx is given to you 1 by 10 for x is equal to 0 1 2 9. And why, what are the possible, first before computing the probability, first you have to determine what are the possible values of the y. So when we say y is equal to 0, when the y is equal to 0, when the x is equal to 0 3 6 9. So when you divide these number, these digit, right, by 3 modulo 3, it is given to you y is equal to x modulo 3. So you will get the remainder 0. Y is equal to 1, y is equal to 1 when the x is equal to when you have the 1 as a remainder, when the x is equal to 1 4 7. Similarly, y is equal to 2 when we have the remainder 2 when x is equal to 2 5 and 8. So when you divide the 2 5 8 by the 3, so remainder will be equal to 2. It means if you have to compute probability y is equal to 0, it means probability x is equal to 0 3 6 9. So all are equally likely. So total we have the 4 point. So it will become the 4 by 10. Probability y is equal to 1. It means probability that x can take the value 1 4 7. So only the 3 points. So it will become the 3 by 10. And probability y is equal to 2. So probability x can take the value 2 5 8. 2 5 8. So it is also the 3 by 10. So it means it can take the if you want to write the f of y. So what is the f of y? It is the 2 by 5, 2 by 5. It is 3 by 10. It is 3 by 10 for y is equal to 0, y is equal to 1, y is equal to 2. So this is the PMF for the y which is equal to x modulo 2. So that they have asked in the question number 3. Clear? Or any doubt in understanding the how to write the PMF, how to write the CDF? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Yes. Suppose question number 4. Suppose three people all toss a hat into a box and then proceed to randomly pick out a head without replacement. So here the sampling is without replacement. Without replacement means you select, choose, and keep aside, so that to avoid the reselection. You cannot reselect. So it is not an independent event, right? Selection here is not a independent event. What is the expected number of people to get their own head back? So expected number. So here we have the idea of the expectation. So from the lecture, if we have the random number, right, random variable, let x be a random variable. Whether the discrete or continuous, it is another thing. For the random variable, we have the two important characteristic function, right? Means x is any random variable always characterized by the two important function, fx and the capital Fx. What is this? This is the PDF, probability density function. What is this? This is the CDF, cumulative distribution function. Now from here we have the complete information about the distribution of the random variable x. But if you want some quick insight about the random variable, you cannot determine from here. For that purpose, we have the expectation. We have expectation. Expectation is nothing. It is the, in case of the discrete random variable, if x is discrete random variable, then expectation means expectation of x, you say it is the summation for all x into fx, right? Value into probability. So for the layman, you can say it is the probability and it is the value. So value into probability. Similarly, if you have to determine the expectation for the any function of x. So function of x is what? Random variable. Function of x, again the random variable. We are computing the expectation for the random variable only. So it is the summation for all x, hx value into probability. So this is the probability. This is your value, right? So value into probability, provided summation for all x mod of x in summation for all x mod of x into fx exist, right? Similarly here also provided summation mod of x mod of hx fx exist. So this is the little detail about the expectation. Expectation means what you are expecting, right? It is the parameter around which all the observations are distributed. So in this question, let us see again the question number 4. Suppose 3 people all toss a hat into a box and then proceed to randomly pick out a hat without replacement. What is the expected number of people to get their own hat back? So if you try to understand this question by the tree diagram. So here we have the 3 hat, 3 person. So let us say person 1 choose the hat 1, hat 2, hat 3. Because we have the 3 hat, so probability is equal to 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3. Then after we have the chance for the second person, because selection is without replacement, so he has the choice of 2. If person 1 has selected hat 1, so person 2 has the choice of selecting hat 2 or hat 3. If the person 1 has selected the hat 2, then person 2 has the choice of selecting hat 1 and hat 3. Similarly, If person 1 has selected head 3, then person 2 has the choice to select uh, head 1 and head 2. So what are the probability? 1 by 2, 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 1 by 2. Now, if the now we are saying the person 3 will choose which head, because the selection is without replacement. First person has chosen head 1, second person has chosen head 2, so third person choose can only head 3. He has the choice of one only. If first person has chosen head 1, second person has chosen the head 3, so third person can choose only the head 2, right? Similarly, head 2, head 1, so here we have the choice of the head 3 only. Head 2, head 3, so here we have the choice of head 1, right? Here we have the choice of head 3, head 1, so head 2, and here we have the choice of the head 1. So we have only the one head, so probability is equal to 1. Probability is equal to 1. It means here if we have the person 1, person 2, person 3, so what can be the set? H1, H2, H3. From here we have the H1, H3, H2. From here we have the H2, H1, H3. From here we have the H2, H3, H1. From here we have the H3, H1, H2, and from here we have the H3, H2, H1. It means if the person 1 is selecting the head 1, then his selection is correct. If the person 2 is selecting head 2, then his selection is correct. If person is 3 is selecting head 3, then his selection is correct, right? And for this, probability is how much? 1 by 3 into 1 by 2, that is the 1 by 6. 1 by 6, 1 by 6, 1 by 6, 1 by 6, 1 by 6. So probability, uh, if you assume, always in question it is mandatory to write the correct random variable. So here if you assume first, let x is the number of person choosing his own head. So x can take the value 0%, 1%, 2%, 3%. So here we have, right, at most 3%, because we have the 3%, all can choose the correct head. So what is the probability for x is equal to 0? So x is equal to 0. So here we have the, means here you can say x is equal to 3. This is the x is equal to 1. This is x is equal to 1. This is x is equal to 0. This is x is equal to 0. This is x is equal to 1. Right. So here we have the x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0 means these two is set or event. So total it will be the 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6. So it will become the 1 by 3. Probability for x is equal to 1. Probability for x is equal to 1. So this is the x is equal to 1, x is equal to 1, and this is the x is equal to 1. So it will become 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6. That is the 1 by 2. Probability for x is equal to 2. Probability for x is equal to 2. So I think there is no x is equal to 2. So this will become 0. Probability for x is equal to 3. So x is equal to 3, only 1. So it will become the 1 by 2 x into fx. So x means it is the x from 0 to 3 x into fx. So it will give you 0 into f0 plus 1 into f1 plus 2 into f2 plus 3 into f3. So 0 into f0 is the 1 by 3 plus 1 into x is equal to 1, that is the 1 by 2 plus 2 into 0 plus 3 into 1 by 6. So this will give you 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, that is the 1. So on an average, one out of the three, one person can choose his own head correctly. So that is the way to compute the expected expectation of the random variable. Clear?
Doubt.
Yes, yes.
So for finding the probabilities, do we have to make this tree diagram every time, or we can put,
Not necessary. Just I have just to explain. I have made this. It is not necessary.
because the first part where x is equals to 0 is like you have three cards and three envelopes and none of them goes to the right envelope. It's like that kind of.
Definitely. That type of the thing.
Okay, sir.
But random to define the random variable is mandatory.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Consider an observation. Yes, fifth one. Consider an observation on gender of newborn child at a hospital until a boy is born. You have to note a gender until a boy born. Let small p denote probability of boy child, being the probability that a boy is born and the birth are independent scenario. Right? If we define the random variable x is equal to number of birth observed. X is equal to number of birth observed. Find the PMF of the for the above. You have to determine the PMF of above. So in this case, what is happening? In this case, we have the first child, that may be boy, right? That may be boy, may be girl. If it is a girl, then you have to wait for the next child. Next child may be boy, may be girl. If it is again the girl, then you have to wait for the next birth, maybe boy, maybe girl. Then again you have to wait for the boy, and this process continue. So for such, what is the sample space? Sample space may be boy, boy, girl, boy, girl, girl, boy, and so on. Now, when I am defining the x, number of birth, number number of birth. Here we have taken x as a number of birth, right? Number of birth. So from the sample space, it you can note it is either it is the only one birth, because first one is the means it is the one. Here we have the two child, here we have the three child, here we have the fourth child, and so on. So it x can take the value 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And it is given to you. It is given to you. Small p is what? Probability that there is birth of the boy child. Right? So in this case, its probability is the p. Girl probability is 1 minus p. Boy probability is the p. Since birth of child is independent to each other, so it using the multiplication rule, you can write this. This will become 1 minus p, 1 minus p into p, and for this we have the 1 minus p, 1 minus p, 1 minus p into p, and so on. It means if you want to write f for the x is equal to 1, it is p. F for x is equal to 2, it is 1 minus p into p. F for x is equal to 3, it will become 1 minus p whole square into p. If you want to write the f for x is equal to 4, so it is the 1 minus p cube into p, and so on and so on. So if you want to generalize f x is equal to n, or you can say x, f x is equal to x, so it will become from the above what we can write 1 minus p to power x minus 1 into p, where x can take the value 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So this is your required probability mass function. What they are saying, it is the and it is very standard one. Later on you will study in, hopefully in next tutorial you will study, or in coming lecture you will study, right? This x is nothing, this is the very important random variable known as the geometric random variable. In the geometric process we have such kind of the thing. So it is the standard random variable known as the geometric random variable. Now in the sixth question, the PMF of the number x of person praying at the church was given as P1 is equal to 0.3, P2 is equal to 0.25, P3 is equal to 0.15, P4 is equal to 0.05, P5 is equal to 0.10, P6 is equal to 0.15. Find the variance. So here we have the new technical term variance. Last time I have means just before this question I have given you the idea of the expectation. So expectation of any variable, random variable, is what? It is the summation for all x into fx. We denote it by the mu, generally the mean, and it is known as the mean, right? It is known as the mean, or you can say average, or you can say expected value. And if you have to determine the variance, so variance of x we denote by the like this, or we denote it by the sigma square. Variance of x we denote by the sigma square, and it is nothing, it is the expectation of x minus mu whole square, x minus mu whole square. So by the formula, it is the summation for all x minus mu whole square into fx, value into probability. So but generally it is hard to compute, so we have the easier formula for the variance. It is the e of x square minus square of Ex, square of Ex. So this is the another formula for computing the variance, for computing the variance. So where, what is the Ex square? Where Ex square is what? It is the summation for all x square into fx, value into probability. See, what is the utility of the variance? For example, let us have the two population. Let us suppose we have the two tutorial class, and in both there is the test, quiz test, and for both classes we have the same average. Let's say 50 out of 100. But in one class, marks vary from 40 to 60. In another class, marks varies from the 10 to 90. So what you can say about the classes? The in first class, all students are more or less of same IQ, because variation, variability in, right, variation or variability, or you can say means is, consistency, consistency of observation or marks are uh, are in the class 1. But in class 2, where the marks ranges from 10 to 90, we can say students are of different IQ, varied IQ, right? Some are very good students, some are not good student, but average for both class are the 50 only, right? So generally wherever we have to compare the two population, there we use the variance measure the means variability from the mean point, from the mean point. If you have to compute what are the variability of the observed value, then we use the variance. And from the variance only we have another measure known as the standard deviation. Standard deviation also measure the same thing, variability. It is nothing, it is the positive square root of the variance of x. Standard deviation is nothing, it is the positive square root of variance. Now let us concentrate on the question. That is the little detail about the
Sir, I have a
variance.
doubt. Sir, one doubt,
Yes,
sir.
yes,
Sir,
yes, yes,
variance doesn't have units, no, sir.
yes.
But standard deviation have unit, no, sir. I didn't
Same
understand
unit,
why that.
whatever the unit of x.
Why that happens, sir?
Actually, when we for example, let us say instead of the marks you say the weight of the class 1 student and weight of the class 2 student, right? So here we have the class 1 students, you can say let x1 x11 x12 x13 x1n, right? Similarly weights for the class 2 is are x21 x22 x23 x2n in kg, in kg. Now here the mu is what? Mu is the summation of x1i upon n. Let's say mu1. Mu2 is what? Summation of x2i upon n. So if you have to compute the difference, if you have to compute the difference will be what? x11 minus mu1, x12 minus mu1, and here we have the x1n minus mu1. So this difference is possible, means difference unit is what? It is the kg only. Similarly here we have the x21 minus mu2, x22 minus mu2, x2n minus mu2. So again it is a difference, right? Because mean also has the same unit, whatever the unit of x. So when two same unit can be subtracted. Now when we are computing, when we are computing the variance, so variance of x is what? Summation x minus mu whole square into fx. It means here we are computing the x11 minus mu1 whole square plus x21 x12 x12 minus mu1 whole square plus x1n minus mu1 whole square. So as we are doing the square, right? So actually you are neglecting the actual physical meaning. Here when we are subtracting, this difference can be the positive, can be the negative. If you add directly, there is no change in the physical significance, physical interpretation. But as you are squaring the difference, as you are squaring the difference, you are neglecting the sign. Means now both will become the positive. You are neglecting the sign. It means whatever we have the physical significance, now it is the meaningless, because you have neglected the sign here. So now it is the meaningless. So due to this meaningless difference, we say that variance has no meaningful unit. That's why it is the unitless. But when it is the variance of x, right? So when we say it is like this upon n, so it is the variance. So now, but in practice we require the unit in unit, or we require the difference in the same order, whatever the order of the variable. Here after squaring, we are squaring the difference, we are neglecting the sign of plus or minus. So to overcome this difficulty, we take the square root of the variance. So square root of variance we denote by the standard deviation, we denote it by the sigma, right? So here we are trying to bring the difference uh, in the preceding form, right? That's why here we have to add the unit. So always the standard deviation has the unit, but variance hasn't the unit. Clear now? Just to because in the variance we have the negligence of sign, negligence of the sign. Due to the difference, we are assuming the variance is the variance hasn't the meaningful unit or physical unit. So we were doing the question number 6. The PMF of the number X, the person praying at the church, was given by the P1 is equal to 0.3. So let's say X is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and probability for X is equal to X is given to you as a 0.30, 0.30, then 0.25, 0.15, 0.25, 0.15, then 0.05, 0.10, 0.15, 0.05, 0.10, 0.15. So this is your the px. So from here, first for the computation of the variance, right? First we have to compute the ex. Ex is what? Summation for all x into fx. That is the 1 into 0.3 plus 2 into 0.25 plus 3 into 0.15 plus 4 into 0.05 plus 5 into 0.10 plus 6 into 0.15. That is the E of x. If you have to compute the E of x square, E of x square is what? Summation for all x square into fx. That is the 1 square into zero point 0.3 plus 2 square into 0.25 plus 3 square into 0.15 plus 4 square into 0.05 plus 5 square into 0.10 and plus 6 square into 0.15. So here, so in this way we can compute the value of the ex and ex square. So from here you can compute the value of the variance of x. So variance of x is the ex square minus square of ex, square of ex. So here, so here the e of x, e of x square is coming as a 11.35 and ex, and here they have not written. Okay, this is the 2.85, 11.35 and 2.85. So it will come 3.2275, right? So at your note, please note down. So it is 3.2275. 3.2275. In this way, we can compute the variance of x. Any other doubt? Now, let us have another question. Using MGF, prove that x follow the binomial distribution m comma p, y follow the binomial distribution n comma p are independent, then x plus y follow the binomial distribution m plus n comma p. Actually, this is not a question of present. Actually, this question should come when you have the knowledge about the joint density. But it is in the sheet, so I'm covering here. It is given to you x follow the. You have covered. I think you have not covered the binomial distribution till now in any lecture.
No, sir, we have not.
Sir, we don't know.
So actually, here we have the binomial distribution. Actually, binomial distribution depend over the two parameters n comma p, where n denotes number of Bernoulli trials and p denote the probability of success in each trial. Probability of success in each trial. So just wait a bit. I think you haven't the idea of the moment generating function also. Do you have the idea of the moment generating function? For a moment, I am leaving this question, right? For a moment. In next class, I try to finish this question. Before that, I will do the question number 8. You have seen we have computed the ex, we have computed the ex square. It means here we have computed the mean. From here we have computed the variance. So we have the more expectation also. We have more expectation also. From here we can compute the skewness. Presently it is not in your course, right? From here we have the kurtosis, or we can compute any order movement. These are known as the movements. right? Ex square, ex cube, ex to power 4, dash exn. So all these are nothing. These are the movements of order n, right? These are the movements of order n. So for the different purpose, we require the different movements. So so now the question arises: can we generate these movements by single function? Yes, we can generate. What is the how we can generate? We have very important function known as the movement generating function, right? As name prompt, it generate the movement. Commonly we call it as a mgf, and we denote it by the mxt. So what is the mxt? Mxt is nothing. It is the expectation of e to power tx. So for if x the discrete random variable, so summation for all x e to power tx into fx, value into probability, right? Value into probability will give you the moment generating function. And if you have to compute the expect nth order expectation or nth order movement, right? If you have to compute the nth order movement, so how you can compute from the mxt? You have to differentiate, right, n times with respect to, you have to differentiate n times with respect to t, dn by dtn of mxt, and then you put the value t is equal to 0. So that will give you nth order movement of the random variable x. So when you differentiate given mgf n times and put with respect to t and put t is equal to 0, then you will get the nth order movement, right? So in question number 8, let x has the discrete uniform distribution fx is equal to 1 by k. X can take the value 1 by 2 1 2 dash k. Find the corresponding mgf and ex square using the mgf. So in this case, what is given to you? Here we have the x is equal to 1. First one is the x is equal to 1. Here we have the x is equal to 1, 2, 3, so on, k minus 1 and k all have the equal likelihood, that is equal to 1 upon k. So now if you have to write the mxt, right, if you have to write means here it is given to you x follow the uniform distribution, and it depend over the two value from where it is starting and up to when it is going. So here we can say it is 1 to k, right? 1 to k, both inclusive 1 to k. So mxt will be the mxt is, what is the mxt? Mxt is what? Mxt is nothing. It is the expectation of e to power tx. Any expectation we can write as a summation for all x. Value into probability means e to power 2x, e to power tx into fx into fx. So here it will become x is equal to 1 to k, right? E to power tx into fx. So this can be written as e to power 1t or t1, you can say f of 1 plus e to power 2t f of 2 e to power 3t f of 3 plus e to power k minus 1t f of k minus 1 plus e to power kt f of k. And what is the f1, f2, f3, fk? That all are the 1 by k. So it is the 1 by k. Inside we have the e to power 1t plus e to power 2t plus e to power 3t plus e to power kt, e to power kt. So when we have this, so it is what? It is a geometric series or finite geometric series. So with common ratio e to power t, so 1 by k, and it will become 1 minus e to power kt upon 1 minus t 1 minus t into e to power t. This will be the right. So in this case 1 by k, right, 1 by k, and if you e to power t, and if you divide, here we have the 1 plus 1 plus e to power t plus e to power 2t plus e to power k minus 1 t. This only 1 minus x to power k upon 1 minus x. We have this only, right? So this is your the mxt. So mxt will become 1 upon k e to power t plus e to power 2t plus e to power kt. Now now what they have asked, they have asked the e of x square, e of x square, that is the d2 upon dt2 of mxt at t is equal to 0. So what is the d by dt of mxt? D by dt of mxt, it is the e to power t plus 2 e to power 2t plus k e to power kt. What is the d2 upon dt2 of mxt? So it is the e to power t plus 2 square e to power 2t plus k square e to power kt. So when we put t is equal to 0, d2 upon dt2 mxt, t is equal to 0. It is the 1 plus 2 square plus 3 square plus k square. And this it is the square of the natural number up to the k. So its value will be the k plus 1, 2k plus 1, k plus 1, 2k plus 1 divided by 6. So that is nothing, that is the mxt, not mxt, that is the ex square, ex square. So in this way we can compute the
Sir,
right.
could
So
you the generating function ones,
हाँ
the MGF ones.
हाँ mgf क्या?
So could you show it once? Yes, sir.
अच्छा 1 by k भी रह गया, एक मिनट, 1 by k is remaining here, 1 by k is common ना. So k and k cancel out. And now, yes, any doubt in this part?
No, sir.
Okay. So here I am stopping. So that's all from my side for today. Question number 7 we will do in next class.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, welcome.